Okay, so the question is, how do you get the child back on track as a parent when you understand that the choice this child has made is a choice that has a not happy ending
Yes.
by virtue of all you've seen and experiences,
Yeah.
and you've spoken to the child and the child is not listening and all that. So this is what I think. First of all, most times when children have that kind of decision and at that point, and then they start feeling bad about how their parents are talking to them and they're listening to their parents, most times it's not necessarily because they've chosen to be rebellious over at their parents. Most times it's because of how the parents have communicated these things to them. Right? Communication is very key in getting people to take a decision, an altered decision that satisfies their desires while also suiting your expectation for them. Because at this point, we are looking at a situation whereby you want something from them, there's a clash of interest. There's something they believe is the best for them. There's something, and that's something you believe is not the best for them. And you want to get them out of that. They have a strength of decision and conviction from a place of knowledge. If you're becoming insistent and coercive on them, no, your parents have gone beyond you, before you and after, before you were born, before Abraham, Jesus has been there, You're going to get them saying things like, hello, that's your generation. This is Gen Z. We use iPhone now. You guys never had an I that got a phone then. You get? That's what you're going to get. But how about you turn around and have a kind of conversation that say, okay, can we talk about this, your choice? And let's look at the opportunities around it. When you present opportunities to them and they see it from the lens of reality and today, it's easier for them to really ask the right questions and see while you have a concern about them. People will cringe on your choices for them when they've not seen what is in it for them. When it still looks like it is satisfying your own ego, they are not going to want to dance to your tone. But when you let them see that this is not about you a bit, it's significantly about them. Take for instance, I had a situation sometime when I had a young lady that wanted to do a course. And this course is not a very professional course. And then, not just it's not a professional course, it's a course that she had an opportunity to switch to another course. But she was almost trying to stick to this particular course because she felt she's now liking it and she's not ready for the stress of the professional course that there's an opportunity for. What did I do? I had to now bring people in that course she wants to stick to and got them to talk to her about the opportunities that exist versus people in the course I was thinking she should get into and let her see the opportunities that exist here. Explain to her the necessities of this switch, the reality of things in Nigeria, and how not being in Nigeria would have been the best choice to continue where she wanted. When she understood the facts, the figures, and the reality, it was easy to take that decision and say, okay, I think what you're saying makes sense based on this, and it was easier to take a decision. Do you get? So when you have, the best way to get kids to take the right decision in your mind is to let them see that it's not about you, but it's about them.
Okay.
The moment they start seeing that it's about your ego, you will lose that battle, and you're likely not going to get them thinking in your direction. And that's what happens to everybody. It's just like when you want to get a man or a woman to do something as a married man, you don't just let her know, I want to buy this house, it makes sense. No, why don't you tell her, see, you need a bigger space for your kitchen in order to do a whole lot more things. You're playing to her emotions, and do you get? And she's like, oh babe, yeah, that's true. I think I need a bigger kitchen. I need a bigger space for the kids to run around. And then that way you bought a bigger house.
So that's what people
Do you understand?
Pressurizing you as to when I
You get. So imagine you see a child that wants to go into a music industry and wants to go into hip hop, and you feel like, no, this is not what I want my child. I know the tendencies in this environment. And then you want this child to be a medical doctor. Don't come and say, I want you to be a medical doctor so that I become a papa doctor. No, don't do that. Do you understand? How about you start telling the guy, bless, it's like you love the music industry so much. But how about, do you know a lot of these guys in the music industries, they are doing a whole lot, but they need a lot of health needs. They have a lot of health needs. And they have doctors that tends to take care of them and understand them very well. And those doctors make more money than them because they will always come. So all of them are coming to this doctor to make sure that their health is fine and all that. How about you become their doctor? You love life, you love taking care of people, and now you have music. So let's blend music and medicine together. Be the medical doctor for these musical guys. And what do you think about that? You're not here
I think this one is positive gaslighting.
I mean, you're calling me gaslighting. But no, it is actually bringing to them
Yes.
the realities of things on ground, so you can help them take a better rational decision, right? Because decisions are usually based on matrices. But when people don't understand the matrices that should influence their decisions, they will take irrational decisions.
Yeah.
And it becomes problematic to them and you, because in the future, you're the one they will now rely on when the things are not working for them.
Yeah.
So make it interesting for them and involve them in the decision. You will see them dancing to your tune. But if you want to force them, well, let my idea.
Actually,
It's that for me.